All right, hey guys, it is Monday evening, April 22nd. I'm actually going to go back and do a quick recap from the trading session on Friday, which was the 19th, because that was the first day in this new Express funded account through Topstep. This is the 47th time that I've passed their combined. So I just decided that I am going to do daily recaps on this account. And we're going to start with the first one, which was Friday. And I'm just going to kind of go through what I was looking for and give you guys a quick recap of what I saw that day. So going into it, you could see this was the 19th. In the pre-market session, it had a huge move to the downside, but then it V'd all the way back up. I typically don't trade the pre-market sessions, so I usually wait until the opening bell, which is 7:30 my time, which was somewhere right in here. I was a little bit late coming in on this day, and actually it was because I hadn't gotten the actual XFA yet, so I was still waiting for that to be set up. They're pretty quick though, it got set up pretty fast. And it looks like here my first trade was right around 9:30, so 2 hours into the open already. At this point, what I was looking at is this support area right here. You can see that the market bounced off of that a few times. I did expect it to break lower. When you look at a little bit of a micro chart, or excuse me, macro chart. So I'll look at the 2440 tick just for more of a macro view. You can see here was that huge V down, back up. This is the double bottom right here that I was talking about on that support area. So right here I was kind of watching because the market did react so quickly right back up, and then it made another move beneath this prior pivot line here. I was kind of expecting a move lower, which eventually did happen, but you can see back here on my entries, I timed it just a little bit too early. So this initial trade, this first one here was just based on a break beneath this support area. It was early, it hadn't quite broken yet, and then you can see after it did, it immediately V'd right back up and stopped me right out. Right here, I typically trade with, I don't know, 2.5 to 3 point stop most of the time, just depending on the volatility in the market. So I really try to aim my entries at a place where that's going to be enough risk. Like I said, this one just stopped me out pretty quickly after that V. I tried to hit it again here. This actually was not a good trade. I don't even really know why I took it. But you can see this pivot right here goes right along, and this was just a reaction off of that prior low. I saw it happening. I still had that downward bias, so I took it anyway. You can see it stopped me out immediately for another 3 points. But then after the market did break through that support area, I re-entered here on the breakout and took a few points. It was pretty safe playing on this one here. The market obviously ran for a considerable amount of time more. I was just trying to get back to break even, which is what happened here. Not really the best way to trade when you're just trying to get back to break even. You need to treat each trade individually. But either way, I did get back there. So after the market moved lower, still expecting more. You can see I had quite a bit of profit in this trade here, but I was just expecting more of a move to the downside. So I didn't take any of it. This one ended up being a loser. And then as the market moved higher, I did decide to flip into a long position. At this point, I was expecting a retest of this prior support. And when you're kind of in the middle like this and we bounced off of the levels down here, it's just what happens. The market tends to move in between support and resistance. And although it did retest it here, with such a strong move back to the upside, I was expecting it to come back, which is what it did. Again, played it pretty safe on this, just getting back to break even once again. And then at this point here, trying to get that final move out of it, you can see it just washed me right out. So not really a good decision there. And then the short, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it was close enough. So, if it reacts off of this prior area, it's probably going to move back to the downside. So that was my thinking with this short here. Immediately was stopped out again. Um, I did eventually hit another short here and took it for 8 points, which I think probably got me out of the third hole. Again, here I was expecting, again, that move to the downside to retest this low over here. Just didn't happen. Ended up losing on that one as well. And then after this huge failed reaction back to the upside, and you can see it's still kind of fluctuating around this area here. So after that failure to move higher and that sharp break beneath, I jumped on this trade, got in for 8 points there. Again, this is really strong. I probably could have stayed in it, but I was pretty conservative. I just took it back here at this prior support area. Um, See the market broke beneath it. I was looking to re-enter, but with the strength of this pullback, I decided to wait. However, after it failed to make an extension higher, I was right back on the short side there. And that finished out my trades for that session. So I was finished about 12:30. Um, Not, didn't trade the full day, but did trade most of it. This one here had 11 trades total. I was trading between 2 and 3 for the contract size, 5 total wins of 42 points, 6 losses of 18 with a net of 24 points. Not bad, because I was trading, some 2, some 3. That kind of varies in what you make. But I think that this day here, if we go back to the Topstep dashboard, so this was the first day. Um, let's see, right here, this one, so April 19th. So ended up the net P&L being just under $2,400, 11 total trades. So anyway, hopefully that's a little bit helpful. If you guys have any questions, let me know.